I started using GHB when it was still available from Europe. I then discovered the kits and the money that could be saved making my own, although I never made my own powdered version. Then, when the kit suppliers all went under, I managed to buy the components separately. I have had virtually all of the bad trip experiences described by your other contributors, and many others as well. This was particularly bad about 2 years ago with the kits I was getting from Bond somebody or other out of Florida. To sum it up, everything described, as well as my own experiences, turned out to be from impurities in the butyrolactone. I follow the writings of the folks at Carey and had their book on GHB. As an experiment, I decided to perform their post-purification step, even though I was assured that what I was using was 99.9 plus pure. This consists of shaking the finished product in a 1-liter bottle with a quarter cup of activated charcoal for an hour. I hated to do it, because you lose a considerable amount of the product that just won't come out of the charcoal. It's worth it. From that moment forward, I've had none of the problems I encountered before. I was especially happy to be rid of what could often be a severe aching of the extremities and what I can only describe as restless leg syndrome, an uncontrollable desire or feeling that, while trying to sleep, that you have to move your legs. I also was experiencing what I described at the time as mini epileptic seizures, visual hallucinations, and the fascinating feeling that I had just been talking to someone. The latter so real that on more than one occasion I went from room to room looking for them, even though I knew that it was a hallucination. Fortunately, I've had enough experiences of that kind not to be frightened. I was just fascinated. My strong recommendation is that anyone using GHB or its relatives just assume that it is impure and take the appropriate precautions. I have also taken quite a bit of just plain gamma-butyrolactone. Works well, lasts longer, doesn't involve weighing and mixing, and an eyedropper full is a full dose, not to mention eliminating the risk of carrying around a scheduled drug. The problem is that, as the body converts it to GHB, it can mess up your system's pH. As a result, I was having to consume a lot of baking soda. Otherwise, you feel slightly ill about 30 minutes after taking it. Pretty soon I started swelling up from all the salt. Still works in a pinch. What I would like to know is how to purify 1,4-butanediol and what the actual impurities are.